Hey guys, I want to share with you some tips on what you should do before you even call a web designer. After being in the game for about 20 years, these are some things that have come up that I want to share with you that'll hopefully make your process go a little bit smoother. The first tip I want to share with you is owning your own domain name. Your domain name is your www. Whatever you want to call yourself.com. You can get this from like GoDaddy, Network Solutions. They're really cheap. Go ahead and buy it yourself, because if you let someone else buy it, like me, I own it. And when you want to change directions, you have to come to me and I have to give you permission to do what you want to do. So you should go ahead and just buy it yourself. That'll give you permission to easily change directions when you want to do something else later down the road. One of the tips I want to share with you is do your own homework. And what I mean by that is figure out what you actually want to have on your website. Now, it doesn't have to be final. A web company can help you move things around, adjust some of the text, but go ahead and think about what you actually want to have on the site. What is it that you're trying to do? What is it that you want to be? Why do you even have a website? Have these things written down. That way, when you bring it to the table, someone can help you modify it and make it right. Don't forget, you know more about your business than the other person. You know more about your bacon wrapped fried Kool-Aid pops than the person trying to help you. So go ahead and do your homework, have something written down, and that way someone can help you as opposed to you coming in not really knowing what you want to do. Another tip I want to share with you is try to write your own content. And I know that's kind of hard, especially for people like me who are not really good at the grammar and all that stuff related to having a consistent tone of voice, but just go ahead and try to do it anyway. You can always have somebody help you modify it, but try to come to the table with at least an idea of what your content's going to be. You'd be surprised by how much you actually know about your own website. But bringing that to the table will allow a web design company to understand the full scope of work, and I'm sure they have connections with a copywriter that can take that and really make it professional. But at least try to write it and come to the table with it prepared. Another tip I want to share with you is try to get some really good pictures for your website. Whenever I ask somebody like, hey, what's your favorite website? They usually say Apple or Nike, but they don't realize that you really like the imagery that's on the site. They love the beautiful photography, right? Now, you don't have to spend $10,000 like Apple and Nike just for a couple of pictures to have on your site. You can find a decent photographer to take good pictures of your product or lifestyle shots to where your website looks amazing instead of just average. So spend the money, use your resources, get good photography. Your website is going to be only as good as the pictures that's on it. Another tip that I want to talk about is about deadlines. I know this is a controversial subject, but hear me out. Don't let your deadline kill your project. What I mean by that is don't make up a date just to have a date for something that needs to be done, right? Don't come up with this unrealistic deadline, having your web company try to rush to have something done when that date really doesn't mean anything. Instead, you can have a tentative date, right? We all have to reach for some goal, but then have benchmarks along the way instead of having this hard date that doesn't really mean anything that can harm your project. And that's what I mean by deadlines can kill projects. Think about a tentative date, let's have some benchmarks along the way, and work towards a goal instead of saying, I need this project done on this date. Hopefully these tips will help you out in your web design journey and help you figure out your next move. Thanks for watching.